Welcome back. Tonight we got a real new birth control method, some found footage you don't want to watch, and other creepy videos from all around the world. So kick back, grab your snacks, and let's go.
Bro, the USA might be cooked, bro, because China can come out here and make a way better AI for only $5 billion. And even just the mention of that AI or the fear that AI can present crashes the stock market. And the kicker is, it was all a side project. A side project. Yeah, not gonna lie, the USA is probably cooked.
I had the opportunity over the years to interview, again, people who have worked at the test site at Groom Lake. One gentleman spent 12 of his 30 years in black programs at Groom Lake. When I asked him, I said, first of all, I said, do you believe in UFOs? And he looked at me with a straight face in one-on-one. He said, absolutely, positively, they do exist. I said, can you expand upon that? And he said, no, I can't. About a year later, we were talking about, again, activities at Groom Lake. And I asked him, I said, you know, can you really tell me what's happening out there? And he said, well, there's a lot of things that are going on there that I won't be able to tell you until the year 2025. But we have things in the Nevada desert that would make George Lucas envious.
Nicolas Cage is actually a vampire in real life. What? Alright, so this conspiracy theory started back in 2012 when this picture was posted on eBay, and it does look strikingly similar to Nicolas Cage. It dates back to the Civil War era, and David Letterman actually brought it up and asked Nicolas Cage about the picture in an interview in 2012. Nicolas Cage denied the rumors, however, and said that he does not drink blood. What's even more interesting is that the seller who was selling this picture on eBay actually said that it was found in a photo album with other Civil War pictures, and it was the only one without a name on it. People then found out that underneath the picture in the description, the seller actually wrote the following. Personally, I believe it's him and that he is some sort of walking undead vampire, etc., who quickens or reinvents himself once every 75 years or so.
Now, I've been a fan of Nick since seeing Face Off in the movie theater, so I'm sure if Christian Bale can turn into Skeletor, then Ghost Rider can get a pass.
I am Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
It was the sky last week in Los Angeles, California. Now, they hadn't been spraying chemicals in the sky since the fire, but this day they went absolutely nuts, and the next day it rained. Now, this is from today, February 2nd. I came outside and had these two streaks in the sky.
It's 3 in the afternoon, and it went from being sunny to now it looks like the mysterious fog is back, but you can't even hardly see ahead. It's crazy. It's so dense.
Urban Legends That Ended Up Being Real, Part 23. Tombstone Thunderbird. It is said to be spotted in Tombstone, Arizona. It's a huge bird with a wingspan that stretches over 20 feet long, and it comes out during storms. The most well-known account comes from 1890 when two ranchers in Tombstone claimed to have encountered and a creature matching the Thunderbird's description. The massive bird attacked their livestock, forcing them to shoot it down. They described it as having leathery bat-like wings and looked more like a dinosaur than a bird. The men dragged the bird back to town, where a photograph of them standing with the massive creature was taken.
Walked as it walked. It literally sounded.
Stacy.
What the? Nope, no. That's. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know if I want to know what the hell that was. Okay, somebody tell me what that was. Just keep that a little closer. Is there somebody outside? Yeah? Please leave. Sounded like I said don't. Well, I'm gonna look outside. Ooh, what the f*** that was that sound again? What the fuck? I gotta get the hell out of here. Can't even run because it's...
Well, you kind of set yourself up for this one, champ. I mean, you invited them to the after party, so don't get scared when that draw foe come out.
The reason why they're doing this is that they want us to become entranced by the idea of this religion, to have it be cool, to have it be trendy. So one of the things they do is this symbol, which is 666. Each finger is one of the stems of the 6. So you'll see people do stuff like this. You'll also see them put their finger over their eye like this. That's the all-seeing eye. Or they'll do this a lot. You'll have this kind of symbolism. So they're out there putting out these sigils and signs and codes and symbols, and they do it through things like pop music. So people start watching what's ever popular, and they're seeing flames, and they're seeing people dancing around in Baphomet horns, and they're seeing all this really strange stuff. Their goal, again, is to acquaint us with their religion so that if they get their goal realized, which is to create a massive world economic collapse, greatly reduce population, and then come out as our liberators, giving us this technology, giving us what they consider to be freedom.
The world just got a glimpse of brand new UFO footage. It's showing the retrieval of an alleged crashed UAP, now being called the Egg. This is from the interview that Ross Coulthart just did for News Nation with the whistleblower Jake Barber. Take a look at this.
Let's slow this down to take a closer look. That's an egg-shaped UAP suspended from a 150-foot long line. We're told the craft is about 20 feet long. The egg suspended in a cradle. And look how careful the pilot is as they bring their precious cargo into land. Let's freeze frame here to look at one of the clearest images of a UAP ever taken. This is no blurry light in a distant sky, the source of the footage putting themselves at incredible risk to record this UAP retrieval. Look at how perfectly smooth the craft is, no markings at all, and no visible means of propulsion or way to see inside. Watch how it rolls, almost graceful as it hits the ground, despite being wrapped in the ropes and canvas from the cradle as it's dropped for pickup. The UAP's final destination still.
If this was real footage, it's truly incredible. Let me know what you think.
This ain't enough evidence for me. This looks like caviar under a microscope. I want to see what's inside and what kind of snacks they be eating on the way.
You got me out here dragging your heavy ass through the burning desert with your dreadlocks sticking out the back of my parachute. And what the hell is that smell?
Almost every city and small town in the U.S. either had or has a Masonic temple. And the men inside know that it's based on King Solomon's temple, but they don't know how dark that really is. Temples. King Solomon's temple is where heaven met earth. It was a magical place dedicated to Yahweh. Masonic temple is a man-made recreation of a false temple. It's man's attempt to make where heaven meets earth, but not in the name of Yahweh, in the name of the grand architect of the universe, making it simply a bastardization of Yahweh's perfect temple. Though unknowing, the men who participate in the rituals inside of this temple are doing the work of darkness in the name of a false light in a false temple. So that's what's going on inside of a Masonic temple as you drive by, every little town, every city.
I don't give a what they doing is illegal, man. I gotta give props where props is due. Let's count how many people get up out this damn car. No, so far we got 2, 3, 4. All right, that's 4 people. 5. Y'all coming below we car, cause I think I'm gonna lose count. 6. This is 6 getting up out of here, bro. This is the most magnificent. This is like magic. 7. These packing skills is next level. 8. Come on now, count with me now. 9. Bruh, this can't be right. This is like magic a loop or something. 10. Dog, when I mean this is serious, serious, man. They all packed up in a Toyota Camry like this, bro. 11, 12, man. 12 just in the hub of a Toyota Camry, dog. Real talking, y'all be complaining, and we still got more in the trunk, bro. And this is where I lose count, cause God, it's over 4 to 5 to 6, 7, 9 damn trunk, bro. Y'all comment below how many you counted in this guy trunk, bro. Is you that serious to get to where they going?
Who's there?
You can always tell if a ghost is friendly or not by the type of music they play. If you don't recognize the tune, you might want to just go ahead and list the house on Zillow at a steep discount just to be safe.
So what you've got is you've got the Saturn as we have now with the ring around it, projecting out false reality pockets. False reality. It hits the moon, and the moon is working like an amplifier, which then creates and projects the false reality onto this planet. So we're living an inverted reality here. It's not how it doesn't.
What do you mean by an inverted reality?
Well, an inverted reality in the sense that you succeed by doing bad. You succeed by over, excuse my language, you succeed by screwing over your fellow man. If you're if that's if you want to go along with that. I don't care if you succeed. I'd rather not succeed and be okay and take care of people I love. So whether or not it's success is not. I'm not interested in that. What I'm trying to do is change the frequency here, so that ceases to exist anymore.
What's going on? Oh, what the?
When you hear the word microchip, you probably think of computers or maybe smartphones.
Yeah, the last thing you might think of is contraceptives. Believe it or not, CBS 2's Dr. Max Gomez says doctors are testing a wireless microchip contraceptive.
This microchip may be the future of contraception. Implanted under the skin, it can deliver tiny amounts of hormone like a birth control pill.
This kind of technology could have a major effect and revolutionize various aspects of medicine, including birth control.
MIT professor Dr. Bob Langer and biotech firm Microchips first tested the technology in 2012 in osteoporosis patients. It was a success. That's when the Gates Foundation asked if the chip could be used to prevent pregnancy. The chip can hold enough hormone to prevent pregnancy for up to 16 years. When a woman wants to conceive, she or her doctor can just turn off the device with a remote. Researchers are now working on the remote to make sure it can't be hacked.
The remote control must be put up against the skin in order to establish communication. And the reason we do that is we want to have close-range communication to prevent anyone from listening in on the encrypted signal.
So what do you think? A great invention or just another way for a narcissist to control a relationship? All I know is whoever has the remote is the one that control. No pun intended.
I saw this Gordon Ramsay post on Instagram and immediately knew something felt off because he's not actually at an airport. And I know that because if he was, it would have to be one of these 3 airports. But none of the mountains in the back of these airports are the same. And well, Gordon, I found you. With these pixels that resemble the fence, these mountains, and this arid landscape, there's only one option. Area 51 with a perfect match. Gordon, you can't hide.
Jesus. We had a helicopter in the sky. Dark. What is that?
What are those 3 things right
Sean,
there?
what is that?
Record it.
I am.
You see him? What is it?
Why are they flying in the dark too? What the?
Chasing something.
What the? Look at those. Look at 3 of them.
What the is it? Keep recording it.
The land has been infiltrated where the help signs in Los Angeles are, and a lot of concerning things were found, including tapes and toys. But first, I want to show you the signs that you can't see on Google Earth. The first sign says Corruption LAPD. The second sign says Help ASAP Urgent FBI. And then this sign was made out of this rusted metal looking stuff, and it says a word in Spanish: Government, Metro Police, Moneymakers, FBI, for something that I don't know what it says. Now we move on to the objects that were found. There was these massive AC unit looking things, and just take a look inside. One of them was still spinning, but I think that was because of the wind. But what really concerned me was this. There were toys and dolls on the ground and the tapes. So some of the tapes were just movies and films, but some of them were personal with notes on them. Take a look at this one. So in Spanish, this reads, "Please present to another person after it's been seen." I have no idea what's on there, but then there was another one, and it was a baptism video from 1996. There was also a prescription medicine that was completely full of pills. We also have perfectly good clothing. I mean, these are sweatshirts with a person named Gloria Trevi on them. I'm guessing that's an artist. And I mean, there's just so much stuff going on here. There's so much to be found and uncovered. I'll be making more videos on this, but let me know what you guys think about this whole situation so far.
Even if I did have a VCR, which I don't, whatever's on this tape, I don't want to see it. I'm sure it's in the landfill for a reason. Let's just hope the person who made it don't have a social media.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat, any rap, he a freak though, man down, call like Ember Lambs, tell him breathe, let him go.
Town at the House of the Temple. The modern Egyptian magicians, the Freemasons, Scottish Rite, 33rd degree, are conducting the raising of Osiris ceremony to call the seed of Osiris Apollo from the underworld through the Washington Monument obelisk, where it magically emits into the U.S. Capitol dome, while America's new leader is standing there accepting his role as the living representative of Osiris. This is done in anticipation of the day when events are going to surpass parody, and the beast that was and is not, shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition, the Greek word Apollo. And they that dwell on earth shall wonder whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is. Revelation 17:8. For a few adepts of history and secret orders, this DC ritual is deliciously staged, as even the term inaugurate is from the Latin inauguratio, and it refers to the archaic ceremony by which the Roman augurs or soothsayers would approve a king or a ruler through omens as being sanctioned by the god Jupiter, the same entities whose prophecies on the Great Seal herald his upcoming challenge to Yahweh Jehovah for heavenly supremacy, while his son Apollo Osiris seizes authority over the world in a final pagan golden age.
On August 6 of 2016, a small channel had posted a video of two security guards who appear to be inside a school. The footage seems to have come from Argentina, given the language that is spoken by both men in the video. They seem to be the only ones inside the school. However, in the video, one security guard tells the other that he can hear noises coming from down the hall. Although one of them is hesitant at first, they proceed to check out the noise. What happens then has left them spooked. This is what they caught.
¿Qué onda, boludo? ¿Hace un frío acá afuera? Sí, boludo, hace un refrío. Pero acá parece que hace más frío, porque dice cuando hace frío que es por algo, digamos. ¿Dónde escuchas, boludo? Acá hay ruido en toda la escuela. Pero sí, boludo, ¿no escuchaste? ¿Ves escuchar? ¿Escuchás, boludo? ¿No escuchás? No, nada, boludo. A ver, ah, pues hay como una cortina ahí. Sí. ¿No escuchaste, boludo? Sí, boludo, para mí que por allá. O ahí, no sé. Por acá era. No, boludo, ¿viste eso? Ah, boludo.
Come on, Jose, it's just a chair. Don't get scared. Hey, you gotta think smarter, not harder. I'll just give him a mop and put him to work.
Daddy heard? Ah! Sorry about that. What is a scientist?
Will you tell me now? The formula for a time machine.
F equals 1 over T.
F equals 1 over T.
F being frequency and T being time.
And this enables me to go back to the time of Caesar's armies conquering Britain.
Well, it would enable a mathematician to work this out, yes.
Why hasn't this been acclaimed like Einstein's E equals MC squared?
Well, why hasn't the fact that the United States government's been flying anti-gravity ships since 1956 been acclaimed? Or the fact that there's a crater on the moon with a base in it since 1954 we've known this?
Now, you talked about a crater on the moon. Now, I thought all the moon stuff had been debunked and that nobody ever really knows what goes on the moon. What's this?
Well, this is the Gassendi crater. This is 55 miles long and oval-shaped. It's in the Mare Humorum Sea, or on the edge of it. Since 35 years ago, they wondered why this particular crater had these lines in it. And with the magnification which you can get with the larger telescopes, this is what they found. These lines are tubes laying on the surface of this crater and running under some of the mountain ridges. There are 3 large dome-shaped structures in here. These tubes run clear outside of the crater, and we know they are tubes laying on the surface because the sun is shining from this angle, and this mountain peak causes this shadow.
What does it all mean? Does it mean that this is a rocket launching or a flying saucer base on the moon?
This has been a base on the moon for perhaps many thousands of years, used by these people in the spaceships to resupply their ships or whatever is required.
Not even Life magazine has accepted this as genuine, or has it?
Well, the Palomar Observatory people that took the picture won't even comment on it, so...
There must be a great conspiracy of silence to keep George Van Tassel's secret of the universe away from the people.
No, it isn't to keep anything I know away from the people. It's to keep many things away from the people.
I have no idea what's going on, but listen to this. There's something under the ground, and it sounds like it's about to bust out. Holy crap. It's over here in the field.
Well, let's see. It could be a pipe that's about to burst, or it could be an earth-dwelling alien about to emerge and bite your off. Either way, Mr. Sherlock Holmes here is a little too close for comfort.
Working alone in his room when he notices something was watching him. A man from Mexico named Feliz Sosa captured a haunting moment while sitting on his desk doing some computer work. He begins to feel like he's being watched and looks at his room's security camera. What he sees is something from a nightmare. Feliz left in complete shock as he sees the doll sitting behind him is now staring directly at him through the camera. He believes the doll was possessed since strange things began happening ever since he collected a doll from a strange well. After finding out from the locals that the dolls were used to perform dark rituals, he returned it, now hoping the activity would end. By taking an object that was used in black magic, was Feli being watched through the doll by a demonic entity? Let me know your thoughts.
That one day we would be able to download our human brain capacity into a Optimus.
Yes. I think that is, I'm not saying this is, I think it is possible, I think, to do that. It is possible.
Which would be a different way of eternal life, because we would also download our personalities into a body.
Yes, we could download the things that we believe make ourselves unique. Now, of course, if you're not in a body anymore, that there's definitely going to be some difference there, you know. So, but as far as preserving our memories, our personality, if you will, I think we could do that.
Can someone tell me what this is? This is my security camera, okay? Now, you can see me over here in the white nightgown, facing the window. What is that keeps being seen in my security camera? Does anyone know what that looks like or what that could be? That keeps showing up behind me in my security camera. This is about the third time it has shown up. I've checked the security cameras over and over again, and it only shows up behind me. It is not showing up behind anyone else. And of course you can see it's my security camera because I've got, right here's the line of the camera. And this is the full size of the photo. Now, this is me over here in the white gown facing the window again. What is that shadow that keeps coming up behind me? My security camera is catching it every time about the hours between 3 and 4 a.m. That is the only time my camera is showing that. Someone help me out.
You see it go over the snow.
Arm, leg, then another leg.
So if that's a leg, what's that?
I actually think ring cams would be the most useful invention of the past decade. You can catch a porch pirate and also record a ghost playing Knock Knock Zoom Zoom at the same time. Alright guys, that's it for tonight's video. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a really fun one to make. Make sure you follow me on social media. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Comment on your favorite clips and join the Space Crew, because we rocking.